This is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Friday. This is Devils After Dark, doing the Damn It Unhappy Devils recap. I'm your host, Sam Wu, here with Scotty of SiriusXM Liquid Metal, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Primetime Radio Network. As the Devils lose to the Rangers tonight in the world's most famous train station, Madison Square Garden. I hope they knock that dump down. I hope to never see it again. I hope they're homeless.
Oh, wow. Wow,
Yeah.
Sam Wu. Tell us how you really feel. Huh? Tell us how you really feel, Sam Wu.
Well, that's how I really feel. But I can't be depressed about this game, only for the reason I thought Nico Dawes played outstanding. I think we all did. We got goaltending. And
we got some goaltending.
But unfortunately, it's going to be the unhappy Devils recap. And it goes with my theory. This is one of these building block games for 2025. I think the Devils. Did you really
Can
think
you say that again?
The Devils?
For 2025.
I think this is a building block game for 2025.
2025.
Okay?
You got to get with that baseball announcer that you had there for a second. 2025.
2025.
The thing with the Devils is.
Do you want me to get into my fake radio voice, Scotty?
No, not yet. Not yet. I want you to get into a different radio voice, because I think we got, even though we have an L here and it is the Damn It Unhappy Devils recap, not ringing the hell's bells, we do have something fun to talk about in this Devils game, something special from Sam Wu that we're going to get to very quickly, Sam. So get yourself prepared as we run down this 3-1 Rangers win over the Devils. Tough one, but like Sam was saying, boys really didn't play that bad. They did not play that bad. Nico Dawes, very, very strong in goal. Devils came out. Gearston was in there. Dawes was in. Pavel Zacha, a late scratch. So, the lines were all kind of shuffled. Andreas Janssen was up with Nico Hischier. Jimmy Vesey was on that third line over there. No, he's been on the third line, hasn't he? What else shifted? Something shifted. I can't remember what else. But Ryan Graves was playing with Dougie Hamilton as well. So there were some adjustments that were made to the team. And in the first period, the Rangers actually got on the board first at 11-11. Mika Zibanejad. And this was a great goal, I gotta say. I mean, this is one of those, all right, a good day, sir. A lot of scramble in front of the net. Can't really blame Dawes on this one. Puck was not cleared. Zibanejad ended up getting the rebound himself. Kind of went to the left, slid a little backhand right past the goaltender, who was, a little bit out of position at that point because it was a scramble play. So really nice, though, because Zibanejad kind of picked the puck out of that pile and was able to go around undetected and get, what was that, his 21st of the year, putting the Rangers up 1-0. However, something very exciting happened just about 2 minutes later at 13:56 of the first period. Sam Wu, can you tell us?
29 degrees in Gotham. The Devils play the New York Rangers in that dump called Madison Square Garden. 3rd and 10. Hischier split out right. Out of the shotgun. Snap to Andre Johnson. He drops back. He passes to Nico Hischier. Touchdown! Touchdown, Nico Hischier. The captain! The Devils tie the game 1-1. And the Ranger fans still suck.
Are you ready, New Jersey?
I'll have to save that one.
Devils.
I'll have to save it for a happy Devils week.
Oh, I love it. So even though we got the L, we still got the Sam Wu touchdown call today. Really nice play, by the way, by Nico Hischier. Janssen found him on the pass. Nico kind of breaks into the zone and splits two defensemen. It didn't look like they knew who was going to take Nico Hischier because they were paying attention to the guy who was right behind him, Jesper Bratt. And Nico kind of did a fake drop pass, and then he just whipped a shot past Shestyorkin, who we know he's been lights out all year long, as he was throughout the rest of this game, and even through the first period too. The Devils got some great chances, and they had some really good chances in the second and the third, but unfortunately, this was the only goal for the Devils. I actually remember, I believe it was Thomas Tatar had a great opportunity on a tip in front. Shestyorkin got that one too. He's been unreal the entire year. And, the Rangers then scored in the second and in the third, one each, just about halfway through both periods, 8:57 and then 11:23. Kreider got that. That's Kreider's 36. Damn. He got that at 11:23 of the third. And, can't really fault Dawes too much on any of the goals he gave up. He made some incredible saves. The Devils gave up some very, very high scoring chances. A couple of fights in this game with PK. So you see a couple little, it wasn't really fights, more just like some tussles. It wasn't too much going on there. But shots on goal for the Rangers, they had I got to go back to the top here. For the Rangers, 16. That first period, 16. Devils at 12. 16 for first period shots, 5-11 for a total of 32. Devils 12, 9-12 for a total of 33. So the Devils really took that first period onslaught from the Rangers, who were coming out hot. They had lost 2 in a row, and then they won the other night. What was it, against St. Louis, right? I couldn't believe this stat. Someone said Rangers haven't lost 3 in a row all season long. Yikes.
Yeah. And I think it has a lot to do with their goaltender.
It definitely has a lot to do with their goaltending.
It's amazing what you can do with a good goaltender.
But they do have some really, high elite players in here. Kreider's having a hell of a year too. Like I said, 36 goals. Zibanejad is, a perennial 25 to 30 goal scorer every single year. So you got some really good players over there. Panarin as well. Who wasn't on the score sheet tonight, but we know, how good he is. And their defense, with Adam Fox, Braden Schneider, who they just, Trouba that they got, they got, it's going to be a good robber. I think the Devils, we're going to need a year or two, but I think we're definitely going to be able to take them at some point. But anyway, power plays, both teams 0 for 3. So the penalty kill was nice. We got some good opportunities on our power play as well. But Shestyorkin just came up huge, and he was just robbing everybody all night. That's another hat tip, I guess, over there. Hits, Devils sort of turned it on a little bit, but they were getting out hit badly through most of this game. Rangers with the edge there, 27-19. Rangers had a lot of blocked shots as well, 18 of the Devils 11. Rangers had a lot of turnovers, so Devs only 4, which we'd like to see. Only 4 there. So, Nico Hischier really led the way with that goal and point. He had 7 shots on goal as well. Nico's really been feeling it lately. Damon Severson led the Devils a nice time. Adam Fox led the Rangers. Nico Dawes, 29 saves there on 32 shots. So, this was a tough one. Rangers, good team. But it was a fun game. It was hard fought. You could see that the Rangers are definitely the better team right now. Devils, we know, still have some growing up to do, but I think this was a good game for them. And to be quite honest with you, I was really happy to see Nico Dawson there. I'm glad that Lindy is giving him that confidence to throw him in there on a big rivalry game on the road at the train station. That's huge. That's huge for a young goaltender, and I think he handled it really well. I got to tell you, he made some really, really incredible saves. Nice little stick tap to Nico Dawes as well. But Rangers 3-1 victory tonight. Devils will be able to come back on Sunday. But let's talk about this game, Sam Wu, because you and I had the same kind of reaction to it, where it's like, well, yeah, it sucks that we lost to the Rangers, but those were some really hard fought goals that they got, and the Devils were getting opportunities, and they were getting their chances, but Shestyorkin just was huge in goal. What do you have, like a 1.98 going into the game or something like that? I mean, damn, dude is a wall in there. So let us know what you think. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live. Like, subscribe, comment, follow, do all that good stuff. We appreciate it. And Sam Wu, what say you?
Well, we got to give props to the Rangers drafting a goalie in the 4th round in 2014. He's obviously the best goaltender in the NHL right now. I mean, he is literally carrying the team on his back. Very Dominic Hasek-like years ago where, yeah, they had some scorers, but he basically bailed the Rangers out. And one thing that I want to point out to everybody, that great goaltending is a momentum shifter in the game. The Devils were peppering him with high-quality shots. There were sequences where I couldn't believe that the puck didn't go into the net. Same with the Devils players. Also missing on the score sheet is Jack Hughes, who came into the game with the 8-game point streak, which is now snapped. And, a lot of it has to do with the Rangers goaltending tonight. There were times where 100%. I thought the Devils played better than the Rangers. And going the other way, I can't even – I mean, look, a couple of those goals that Nico Dawes gave up, obviously they weren't his fault. And it's just Rangers were making great plays. And they were taking the momentum from their goaltender. Yeah. But they took the momentum and then they took the game. I mean, that's what the Devils used to do with Marty Brodeur. Marty Brodeur would make several great saves, timely saves. You get the momentum back, and then suddenly you're in the lead. And the Rangers played very well tonight. The Devils did as well.
Yeah.
But
right now the Rangers are a better team.
Yeah. I thought the shenanigans.
It pains me to admit that.
I thought the shenanigans with Subban was like, oh, okay, whatever. You're still not over it. It's whatever. Where that Sluban, mantra came about, during preseason. But overall, look, did the Devils make mistakes? They did. But they weren't glaring, obvious stuff that we've seen. Did you see them sleepwalking at any point in the game, Scotty?
No. They played hard. Yeah. They were in there. I mean, maybe Jack had an off game. He wasn't really dancing out there the way he usually does. But I mean, like you just said, I think it was an 8-game appearance, because I think that's what it was. He had some time, then he missed one, and I don't remember what it was, because he had the COVID after the All-Star break. So I think it was an 8-game appearance point streak. Just to correct you, Samu. Meaning he had points in like 3 games, then he went to the All-Star game, got COVID, missed, what did he miss, 2 games? And then when he came back, he still continued with his personal.
It's still an 8-game streak. It's still an 8-game streak. I didn't say.
Yes.
I didn't
know,
say
but
in the
I'm
last Devils 8 games.
But in the same sense, Jack Hughes he's not going to get a point we want him to, but there are going to be games where he does not get on the score sheet, and this unfortunately was one of those games. He had a good opportunity. Was it on the power play where he shot high? It might have been on the power play.
I mean, the puck, as per usual at MSG for both teams, the puck was rolling quite a bit tonight.
Oh, Sharangovich had a dandy of an opportunity as well. That Shestyorkin, I think he got like his stick or just was it the tip of the blocker, and then it went off the post and out of play. And you just saw Sharangovich just like swat the puck. I mean, the frustration levels were there, but I think the quality of chances, the Devils were getting them. This wasn't, like you said, it wasn't the sleepwalking days. Like, they were there. And see, like, I'm not that, and I was engaged the entire time. Like, I can take this sort of losing because I think they're definitely going to take something.
We're watching progression, Scotty. We're watching progression.
Yeah, this is actually,
this team's not making the playoffs, but I want to see.
No.
We want to see them progress into next season, and this is a loss. Look, it's painful. This whole part of the season's been painful, but I'll take it because one, it doesn't hurt our. Yeah, we played well, but it didn't really hurt our draft status. Taking the loss, so it's kind of win-win in that. I'm spinning it right now as a win-win situation. It's not like we're going anywhere, but they played well. They didn't embarrass themselves. Matter of fact, you should be very, very happy, Devils fans, that Nico Dawes, a rookie goaltender that's ahead of schedule, played in Madison Square Garden against one of the league's best teams, the league's best goaltender, and he kept up with everybody. That is not a moral victory. That is a good sign for things to come. That's all I want to say, because he could have gotten stage fright and then suddenly it's 7-1 Rangers. It easily could have been, but his goaltending was stellar, I thought.
No, it was great
for most of the game.
I second that. He made a couple of really impressive saves after giving up a goal. And it really didn't seem like his confidence was rattled. You're always going to get maybe a little bit, there, but like not like it didn't seem to have an effect on him. I felt like he was still coming up with the big timely saves.
Yeah. Yeah. I like Craig Betts' comment. I can't say it on air, but if you want to read it, Scotty, to yourself. I thought that was a nice
I'm looking. See, my Facebook Live says Craig Best is watching, but I'm not getting any of his comments for some reason. But I can see that Steve Tartus says that Zaka is sick. Did they say, was that COVID related or anything, or is that just him sick?
No, it's not. It's not COVID related.
Okay.
Now Wyatt says Dawes didn't impress me. Way too slow on passes.
You see all
and
the
not
comments
seeing
and
the
I
puck.
don't. Why do you see all the comments and I don't? Hi, Kelly. I got Kelly. Oh, I got something from Wyatt here. We played like garbage again. No sense of urgency. Bad passing. I don't know. Oh, now I got the Craig Best. Oh, I get it now.
Yeah, I'm going to be using that at Prudential Center. Talking smack.
Oh, man. Well, Wyatt, I don't know. I got to disagree with you tonight. I think Dawes impressed me. I thought he
made some timely saves, Wyatt. I thought that the Rangers could have
big high pressure situation.
2 or 3 goals. I mean, look, the second period has always been a bad period for the Devils, and I thought Nico Dawes, I think it could have been worse. I mean, there's still a lot of things the Devils need to do to improve on. Number one, penalty kill, shut down a very high-powered Rangers offense.
They were
That's
0 for
something
3.
you have to look at that. Also, again, Devils didn't get blown out. I know that, it may appear that my standards have dropped a little bit, but the bottom line is we were engaged and we watched the entire game. Yeah, it sucks, but it's not one of those games where you just had to turn it off because they mailed it in. No, they played hard, and then now they have to regroup and play Sunday at Prudential Center
St.
for a
Louis.
matinee game. St. Louis.
Big tough game again. And don't worry, we got these Rangers 2 more times at home before this season is up. So
Yeah.
let's see if we can maybe enact some revenge when they come across the river to the Prudential Center. I think it's like 2 weeks, right? I think it's like 2 weeks is the first one. Yeah.
No, this is the first time I've ever agreed with Matt Banky, so this is a monumental moment. He said Dawes played really well and Devils outplayed Rangers for good stretches. Igor was the difference.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. And that's I agree with this assessment. I think, and you know what? This is a kind of game where you didn't know how Nico Dawes would respond playing the biggest rival on the biggest stage, in the United States or even on Earth when it comes to professional sports. You're in Madison Square Garden. You're a rookie goaltender. You're playing what? Your 5th, 6th NHL game?
Third in a row.
Yeah, and you were slated to be just, in the AHL in development. And then you've had a great start to the AHL season, and suddenly you're thrown in because the 2 goaltenders of the New Jersey Devils are both hurt. And now you're the probably, the guy that they're going to be looking at down the stretch when Tom Fitzgerald is making phone calls to get a number 1 goaltender. You're making it hard on Tom Fitzgerald right now. And that's a happy problem for Devils fans because Fitzgerald's going to going after a number 1 goaltender. You've got an injured Mackenzie Blackwood. Let's count him out for the moment. Bernier, who knows if he's going to come back next season, how long that injury is going to take to heal. Right. You're talking about hips on butterfly goaltenders. That's not good. They don't recover that easily, especially with all the lateral movements.
Oh, Bernier, yes. I was thinking Blackwood for a second. Blackwood is the heel, and then Bernier is the hip. Yeah.
Yep. So that's not good. And and don't forget that the Devils have another goaltender, in the AHL, Schmid, which he's been overachieving at this point, even at the AHL level. So again, I'm not trying to make something out of nothing, but this is good because that's what the pipeline is supposed to do. It's next man up. Unfortunately for the Devils, in terms of goaltending position, they didn't have the right depth there to take over number 3 and number 4 on the depth chart. But then again, how many teams in the league really do, if you think about it? How many teams has an AHL goaltender that can come up a year early and actually play very, very well? So that's something to really, feel good about tonight. Other than, hey, you don't lose to the Rangers, but Dawes obviously knows you're not supposed to. He played pretty well. The Dawes pound, and guess what? I found another thing about the Dawes pound. Dawes eat Dawes.
Dawes eat Dawes.
Guess what I ate this morning? A devil Dawes. A devil Dawes.
Ooh,
yeah, there was one in the studio, and I had to grab it. I was like, double Dawes. Yeah. Haven't had
and we're all going to bring in
years.
We're We're all going to bring in our dogs at one point and make a Nico pause too, right? Didn't someone say that
Yeah,
too?
yeah,
Nico
yeah. It
pause.
was Vinny Parisi and his dog
Vinny,
Luigi.
yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean,
Luigi and Winston are going to get together. We're going to have a Nico pause photo shoot, I
yeah,
think, someday. That's what we'll do.
yeah, and during the off season when we're talking Devils hockey, we'll have the Dawes days of summer.
Ooh,
Yeah, we're being
look
very
at
punny right
you.
now.
Aren't
Yeah,
you?
yeah. We always
You're a
have fun here on the
punny
Let's Go
man
Devils
over there.
podcast. Yeah, and I agree with Steve Tardis. No to Price. No, 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 no. Carey
No, no, no,
Price.
no.
No, 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 no,
No
no.
Carey
We
Price.
don't need the salary of Carey Price. We don't need the age of Carey Price. I like Carey Price, but he's just not the right fit for the New Jersey Devils. It's not going to happen. If I was going to hedge my bet, it's Nico Dawes in 2 years. But right now we're just seeing glimpses of him. Who knows? He could be in the AHL next year, another year before he comes up. If Tom Fitzgerald gets a true number one, and then Mackenzie Blackwood as the backup or in tandem, while Nico Dawes is in the AHL next year. You call me crazy, but that's what happened with Marty Brodeur. Marty Brodeur came up in an emergency situation back in the 90s when Craig
Right.
Billington and Chris Terreri went down, and it was Craig Erickson and Marty Brodeur. Marty Brodeur was the fourth on the depth chart, maybe fifth coming from Utica, coincidentally. And he played he actually played, I believe Marty Brodeur actually dressed, if I'm not mistaken, Devils Rangers, that playoff series. I believe he did dress, but I don't remember back in 92. But it wasn't until 93, 94 where Marty Brodeur became Marty Brodeur. And, he had a true rookie season. So let these guys develop. Let these guys, play their games. But again, you should be happy with their performance tonight. Hate the loss, but you should be happy because I'm going to tell you something. Who knows what the Rangers are going to be like in a couple of years? Who knows if Lafreniere and Capo Caco are they going to be the studs? We don't know. We just simply don't know. But right now they're winning. That's what we do know. And it's mostly because their goaltending has been lights out. But what happens if I can't even say his last name now ever since Craig Best because I'm afraid it's going to slip. Shestyorkin.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm about to say it another way. That who knows if he can keep this up in 2 years? Who knows? I mean, this is like unbelievable goaltending that he's playing right now.
Yeah, no, it's lights out, and like we said, good game by him. Really feel like the Rangers definitely played very well, but this very easily could have been a 3-3 game or a 3-2 game there. Going into the end of the third, Shestyorkin really just played on top of his head. So, you know what? We'll get him again in about 2 weeks at home, and I'm definitely going to be looking forward to that game because I like the way the boys played for the majority of the game tonight. The majority of the game, not the full 60, but the majority of the game. They got another one early times. I'm thinking we'll probably see Gillies in goal on Sunday afternoon. It'll be a nice Sunday morning for me. 10 a.m. It's like football starts. I love it.
Yes.
Love those Sunday 10 a.m. starts for me out here on the West Coast. They're so much fun. You have your entire day like afterwards, basically. It's so good. But anyway, 1 p.m. Eastern start time, home game, which means Taj Lounge 973 will be in full effect for Game Day Live with our boy Vinny Parisi. And a big shout out to Luigi, his dog, and of course Sam Wu over here, who will once again be along for the Wu Report tomorrow afternoon and Well, since it's an early, it won't be before. It'll just be Game Day Live, right? Or are you going to do an early Woo report on Sunday?
I got a confession. I got a confession, Scotty.
What's that?
Confession, Scotty. I haven't been doing the Woo report all week. I've been all wooed
Oh
out.
no!
Yeah,
you've been wooed out.
Yeah, I've been wooed
What?
out. Yeah, sometimes I have nothing to say.
Are you really? Oh, is that why you were so chatty tonight? Oh, okay. I see what's going on over here. I'm like, Sam, he's still going on here about this goalie here. Wow. Oh, now it makes sense. Usually Sam was just like, yeah, Scotty, just talk a lot. I don't got anything like, go, just talk,
Yeah.
Now we had a different story. Okay, all right. So, well, maybe then, if you're good out there, all right, if you're good out there, you may get a Woo report on Saturday, and then definitely Sam Woo and Vinny Parisi for Game Day Live on a Sunday morning. No, that'll technically be afternoon, 12 o'clock, right? It'll be at 12 o'clock. So yeah. So that will actually be in the afternoon. So check it out there with Sam and Vinny, and then we'll be along afterwards for a little Devils After Dark before the sun goes down. Yeah, that's how we roll.
And Tuesday, I will make my appearance back at Taj Lounge 973.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do my best to get there on time because you know how New Jersey traffic goes. And meet up with Little Fireboy from Nova Scotia.
All right.
Coming down, big Gravy fan.
All right.
Making his way down
the Gravy
to
train.
New Jersey. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Show him a good time. Taj Lounge 973, 35 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center. Also, big shout out to David Decker of Town Toyota in Ledgewood. I've heard through the grapevine he's been hooking up Devils fans with Toyotas when you can't even find Toyotas during this pandemic, where microchip shortage.
Dave's such a good guy.
Yeah, I know. There's a microchip shortage. There's like unrest going on in this world, supply chain issues, and somehow if you need a Toyota, go to David Decker, Town Toyota in Ledgewood, off of Route 46. Somehow he can find one for you.
Wear a Devil shirt.
Yeah, and I'm not being compensated for this plug. I'm not getting paid, but I tell you what happened. My wife needed a Toyota. There were none around, and voila, David Decker, within 15 minutes, got us a brand new Toyota to the specs and liking of my significant other. Nobody else does that but David Decker. And he's got my endorsement, and I didn't even get paid for it.
There you go. Just make sure you wear a Devil's hat, Devil's jersey, something like that. Just,
Yeah. I mean, do you know what it's like?
Secret handshake.
And it's really funny when we signed the papers, to buy a new car. He was in a gorilla outfit the entire time with a tutu because it was Halloween. It was a Halloween theme. Yeah.
Well,
and then and then I was telling David Decker, I was like, "Yeah, can we talk to your boss and get a deal?" He's like, "Yo, tell him to throw in another year of oil changes."
Very nice.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're not going to get ripped off by David Decker if you're a Devils fan. Trust me on that.
There you go. Where the
car
jersey
dealers are
go
ripping
down
off
there.
people right now because of this pandemic, but not David Decker and Devils fans. Anyway, that's
all right. Well, we'll be back on Sunday then for another edition here. Like we said, Game Day Live, Taj Lounge 973. Sam Woo's going to play the music.
Got it.
Yeah, there we go. Taj Lounge 973. Go on down, get yourself the bucket of beers, the old catfish. What was the other one that you had?
Buffalo wings, lobster tails.
Buffalo wings. lobster tails,
mac and cheese,
something else.
collard
Mac and
greens.
cheese.
Yeah, all that jazz.
I can't remember them all. There was something else you had that was off one time, and I was like, you got that? But either way, Samu says they're all delicious. So go to Taj Lounge 973, check out Game Day Live. Devils and Blues, 1 p.m. Eastern Time, Devils After Dark. With the sun still up right afterwards.
Till
Thank you,
next
Samu.
time, let's go Devils.